Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm back with another terrific Tuesday card. My name is Sherry Minnie. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I live in Keensburg, Colorado, and we're just about 45 minutes northeast of Denver. Today I'm going to do a card with this bundle that's featured in the annual catalog, and I'm going to kind of show you how you can make a very plain, simple card, and then how you can step it up. So to begin with, this is my very plain and simple card. You can make this card in about 5 minutes. It's just a matter of stamping, and you wouldn't even have to put an inside sheet if you want. If you're one who likes to write, you can just write your message in here and stick it in an envelope and it's ready to go. And then to step it up a little bit, on this card I added an extra layer, and I did the greeting, and I popped it up and cut it out with the die cut. And on the inside, I just stamped and kind of dressed up the corner a little bit. And then on this one, this is the one that I stepped up the most. Pretty much the same on the front, just a, oh gosh, I put you know, pop dots, but that's not what we call them, dimensionals on the back. I did do some Wink of Stella on the butterfly, and then on the inside I used the die cuts and kind of dressed up the inside. So let me show you what all we're using today, and I do want to give credit to Sam from Poodles. She's a UK demonstrator, and she did the very simple layout, and then I just kind of switched it up and made it my own. So for the bundle that we're using, it's called Sketched Butterflies, and we're using just about every single butterfly in here. And then I used wishing you a happy birthday, a beautiful birthday, and then I love this saying, hope is a beautiful thing that flutters in the soul, which I think makes a really nice think of you encouragement type card. And it does come with framelits, dies, but we are not using those, although this is the one that I used on the one card that I put on the inside. But for the one we're doing, we're not using that. We're also using some dies. It's called Greetings of the Season. Actually, this will be featured in our upcoming mini catalog, and I'm using this one right here to cut out the sentiment on the front. And then for our ink colors, we're using a couple of new of the new ink colors, Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock, and I kind of just switched them around and used them, so I don't know how I'll use them today. Okay, and then we have some ribbon. This is comes in a double pack. It is in the new catalog, and it comes with a gold, but today I'm choosing to use the silver. And we will be using our Wink of Stella pen. I love this pen, the sparkle it adds, but for some reason I don't ever seem to use it. So this is the card that we're making today. Wishing you a beautiful birthday. And in our packet, we are going to have, of course, our envelope. You'll have a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. You'll have a little piece of, let's see, this one is, I always get these two mixed up. This is Summer Splash to stamp your greeting on. You'll have a piece of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4 for your inside, and then for your layer on the front, this is the Shy Shamrock. I have a hard time saying that together. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. So to get started, we're going to just get our stamping all out of the way. There's not a whole lot. And I did put some little marks on my glass mat here. Hopefully it'll help me stay in line. And for this one, I wanted it to be a little bit darker. So since this one is the Summer Splash, I'm going to stamp the greeting in the Shy Shamrock. It's a little deeper color, and it does stand out a little bit better. And I'm going to do another birthday card because, lo and behold, I am totally out of women's birthday card, which I have no idea how that could have happened. And we're going to put this down. And there's our greeting. And then for the inside layer, Again, remember the orientation. I can't tell you how many I stamped with it going this way, but this card is going to go landscape. Okay, and I'm going to say, have a blessed day. And I may have to bring it down a little bit so I can see to get it somewhat straight. I'm still struggling a bit with this mat. Haven't totally made up my mind that it's the way I want to go. Oh wait. And then we're going to put our little, going to do away with it, put that color away, and now we're just going to be using the Summer Splash. And we'll be doing our front. Oh, I'm not telling you the truth. We're going to be using the other one in just a minute. And I'm going to put a little piece of paper under here because it's going to go out off my paper and I don't want it to be on my glass mat. Although mat cleans up so very easily. I'm just going to put those down there. So that's our inside done. Now our envelope, I'm just going to take one of the butterflies. Stamp. There's our envelope. And then for the front piece, this is the Shy Shamrock. And this is where we're going to be using all of the different butterflies. And I am going to go back to tone on tone stamping and use the Shy Shamrock ink pad. First thing I'm going to do is the great big butterfly. And it's going to go up here in the corner, kind of like so. There's no rhyme or reason, and you can put these however you want to put them. It's no hard, fast rule about where they're supposed to go. I just tried to use as many of them as I could. I do love butterflies. This is another one going to go up in this corner. And then I use these. Now I'm going to not clean this, but since I went from a lighter stamp pad to a darker, I'll be fine. So the first thing I did is I put it up here in the corner and tried to get as many of them on as I could without interfering with my big butterfly. Like so. Didn't get very many of that one on this time. And then I did the same thing down here, but I left this corner, the right-hand corner, empty because that is where we're going to put our greeting. Okay, I think that's it for our stamping. Okay, let me grab a Kleenex here. I tell you, these allergies are about to drive me insane, and we're supposed to have some cooler weather, so I'm hoping that perhaps, my allergies will back off a bit. Okay, now for this one, wishing you a happy birthday, I am taking a die from the Greetings of the Season. It's this die right here, and this is what we're going to use to cut out our greeting, and you just line it up. It's a fairly tight fit, but it does work okay. And then this will be taken and run through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and when it's all done, guess what? It comes out looking like that. Okay, so we're all good there. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to just color this butterfly in as best I can. And I don't do a lot. You can go back 2 or 3 times and go over it if you want a whole bunch of sparkle. I'm just going to do it real quick here so I don't use up too much of my video time coloring, because you all know how to color. So just real quick like. Today for the demonstrators, Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, the new September to December mini catalog goes live and we can actually order from it. I haven't received my hard copy in the mail yet, and I really don't like to order until I have a hard copy. I can get it on the online, but I don't know. I'm kind of old school. I like to have the hard copy in front of me. So as soon as I get that, I will be probably placing my order. And then you all should be getting some copies. Some of you, the ones of you that don't attend my classes, will be getting a copy in the mail before the 1st of September, because that's when it goes live and you can order. It is the new catalog layout, which unfortunately I'm not a big fan of. I was hoping that maybe they would go back to the old style, but they did not. So I'll just have to learn and get along with it. In the old style, I loved it when they had the page they called At a Glance, and you could just see all the copy, all the dies were together, all the stamp sets, and it was just real easy. Now it's not as easy for me anyway to find what I'm looking for in the catalog. But anyway, it is what it is, and so you just make do with it, and it's not bad, not unworkable, but okay, there we go with that. Now, I didn't put as much on, and I'll probably go back and put more on, and I don't know. Oh, there you go. You can see that sparkle. Isn't it pretty? I love that. Okay, now we will take our card base. I think I'll put my inside sheet in first, and we will use, oh, and I'm still babying this one along. My goodness, I thought I used up all of that. And we'll just put this in the inside. So, hope you all have been doing well. We've been suffering with the heat and trying to help our son out as much as we can with vehicles and stuff, because they were in Texas last week taking their girls back to college, and he lives next to us, maybe 600 yards from us. And they were staying with his wife's parents, and lo and behold, they get up Tuesday morning to come home, go out to start putting things in the truck, and guess what? Truck is gone. Somebody stole it. One of the neighbors had a camera, and they took it at about 3:12 in the morning, and it took them less than 3 minutes to break into his truck. First thing they did was clip apparently the horn wire, because his lights and everything started flashing when they tried to open up the truck, but the horn didn't beep, and that didn't wake, so therefore they didn't wake up. But less than 3 minutes to break into that truck that was all locked up tight and pull out with it. And now they've gotten all kinds of messages on their phone about how their brake systems are not working, and so the cops said more than likely they are using it, they are parting it out. They had kind of thought that maybe it would go across the border to Mexico, because they're not that far. They live in Mansfield, which is a suburb of Dallas. So on our little greeting, I had taken and put dimensionals on the back, and then I also took, I took a little piece of that ribbon and tied it on the end. This is kind of like a tag, and I wanted to put something in that hole to cover that hole. You could also take a gem or any kind of embellishment and cover that hole. I chose not to do that, in part because anymore it's so expensive to mail things that are decorated like that. Okay, guess what? We are done. There's that. And here's all kinds of the other ones that I had. And this is the really plain and simple one that, like I say, you can make this one in less than 2 or 3 minutes. It just takes no time at all. So I hope you enjoyed this card. You can see I changed the colors around a little bit. This one has a Summer Splash card base with a Shy Shamrock layer. This one is just the opposite. So you can do a lot with this, and it could be good for any type of stamp set. So thank you all so much for joining me today. I appreciate your spending your either evening or daytime to watch this. It does mean a great deal to me, and I don't have a ton of views, but every little one that I get, I'm very appreciative for. So I hope you all have a great day, a great evening, and may God bless each and every one of you, and hopefully I'll see you next week. God bless.